na Bundesliga started. Na Bundesliga na started no. Just one game, but it beat me, like I said, 2025-2026 season. Bayern Munich agi Bundesliga no. And now the Munich against Omni Leipzig there. Bema boda. Munich team we Bundesliga no say you beat me. I compete with Bayern Munich. Now about the quality of players who are at their disposal, especially their front three. We on the front three, a Champions League winning front three. Ulisi, Harry Kane, Luis Diaz. A Champions League winning front three. At the left and right side of the attack, you two, Omo wingers are CFA top 10 wingers. And then at the right side, the Bayern Munich winger now operating from the right side. Listen, oh, you far from the left. Luis Diaz Ohobi. And I share the interpositional changes of course between Ulisi and Sergi Gnabry. It was so exciting. Where a team of Messi Musiala, Trunji. Indeed. Well, I say season you course one as a Musiala team back. Ebe Bayern Munich team one. I think I feel I'm servicing company no finding the fit. And Yanfa Bayern 2 years. Bundesliga idea. After every game I'm to medical because Leipzig team no apart from Bayern Munich. Teams are called Bundesliga and we will be able to national says. Obiano Obetinasha Leipzig team says. The Bayern there. Top 4 leagues in the European winners, but Ibetianka say the 2025-2026 season, Bayern Munich a Bundesliga champions. Manama Premier League, Chelsea and West Ham and Ra. Maka say about Chelsea team say this Chelsea team say Chelsea team Mayasha dash say to compete in different competitions based on number of players are they compete here. Chelsea team no and even with the players or more when it comes to squad depth, I'm even sure Chelsea might be among the top 2 in the Premier League. So man first on the second. Usha Chelsea ne Crystal Palace game Libya. You both game you know. Asuma na man for can say. Oh, Chelsea and Team Crystal Palace are more. Yes, I want Team Crystal Palace are more because over Premier League now. Crystal Palace get teams no more. Omono no boa. Onya na adu so be blom ene wa ba bebo. The strength how we be defending. Now when you so quick transition on counter, now they are punishing. Sana Crystal Palace team is here. It is a one team and breaking Crystal Palace down. Na Chelsea and now they are hard because City try o man timi. Liverpool try o man timi. And they do Chelsea. But the sign of a good team, any good coach in say over one game against side of mobile low block. Then on next game, also a against side of low blocker. A choir first one, you see in your first game, or you see in your second game. Against Caesar, almost style of play, the same. It's Chelsea ball against Crystal Palace no. Omo ball with a front line of Kupama, Pedro Neto, Jetins, and João Pedro. This was Chelsea front 4. The boy against Crystal Palace. Chelsea front 4 plus substitutions on my Estival Mumbai and Oman breaking Crystal Palace defense. Okay. Yabo draw against Crystal Palace. Let's give you about against West Ham. They are West Ham be to say the Crystal Palace economy. So go on the low block. You can't be able to break you down. Chelsea could be no man the most influential player, Kupama, one of my warm up. Who coach Adena be? But Yansha Debia Enzo Maresca, Zutu. The decision to play the lap as the focal point. At the back of the lap, João Pedro. Then having the confidence to play Estabao, the 18-year-old Brazilian international, and then Neto as the 2 wingers, Zutu. And no NSS just give and say in the lap this is a bulky striker and again about mouse I'm over be no one should go into another no one but it's the reason Chelsea won keeping West Ham defenders busy. Obi onim João Pedro biano João Pedro a multifunctional player player bet you say or your number 9 or as a second striker. He can even operate from the left and he can also operate from the right. It's going with 2 attackers, direct attackers on the West Ham team. And be a problem with my West Ham. And one strength of a branch of Princess Jao Pedro, I'm to no the Brighton. How is he really area draws? On a very dangerous when the team on set pieces. Now born in them see players in form of Tikoboma. Jao Pedro is one of the best in the Premier League. It's finding a system, selecting the right players to get results against oppositioner. O first game above the season against Crystal Palace, almost style omdinya draw no, the same style no de Bayern no. So to a master stroke from Enzo Maresca. It's Chelsea team way. Omo problem ay goalkeeping. And no obi o he Lucas Paqueta go no. Chere say goalkeeper no Sanchez no. Any Chelsea problem. I don't know why the owners and the coach will believe it was our goalkeeper because Chelsea are any more no. Even in the days and Chelsea yes, they had the Dutch number 1 as their goalkeeper. From Kuduchini to Peter Cech. This is a team table court and other remanded wadaho. Enti minima the enti omo GD was as Sanchez team. But when you pick the Chelsea team, so too, they have materials to compete. And then your team I see a right to off because last season Kababia West Ham the Chelsea gen most times ka Chelsea are there you draw. But I see a best show no ma bet no ma bet 5. And no head was na it looks like asem na Maresca can about Kowo no krenim. Because the passing abilities are very good, especially when we're using the passes need to break the lines. The Chelsea players because Henry game no, they had Reece James on the bench. Reece James to bench. Our more game Obama in the second half. And Obama how we used to Reece James not as a traditional number 2, but as an inverted midfielder. Our Becca Chelsea midfield 2 of Enzo Fernandez and the Caicedo no. Idea about Kwame to who Chelsea team that's all more ni ehwe. Good results, but me say Chelsea supporters. And also master tier DB. Emfa Omunyai. Estavao is a very good player. But we need the talent of Lamine Yamal. Your boy no game you man of the man of the match. Me was a Chelsea supporters. Hey, we ya dey chen Lamine Yamal me po match o. We dey minu anamo. Ye nyina na Chelsea. We say me team England e Chelsea. Lamine Yamal ne dey mamo first Estavao no kotutu no. Enjoy your Estavao. But Lamine Yamal is a special talent. Ye ko yenim Tottenham ne Manchester City game no. So to City ntimi she Tottenham ne wo. Omo ntimi she omo. Who City ni Wolves game ni pa. The difference between the two teams, City taking the chances. Wolves ntimi and take omo chances. Manchester City ni Wolves games be play under Pep Guardiola, but if there is one gamer now Wolves ensure seems to tombe attack City last week's game no more boy no. But on see we are so one share game ni bia now what score line up say hey and a Wolves for you cross all money ade said the Wolves boy no am zo to no want me convert to more chances no. This Tottenham Hotspur team say City mo the same opportunity no the Wolves na City assemble wait here reason ni say aside on bet me a convert or more chances here no. Omunim how to defend better than Wolves team no. Said the City boy against PSG no. Sorry, Tottenham boy against PSG and the number boy against City. And this is a coach I'm to hear Debi. Or started omone Burnley game no started Sir Achigre and or started Lucas Bergvall, the Swedish international. I can say pan the first 3 midfielders in the first choice 3 midfielders no Palinya Betancourt and Sir may you sure send about this 3. Now what makes this midfield 3 special? They say in Sir Tottenham I find no N'Golo Kante. So we share how many PSG game na Zoto how many PSG game na how are you so sir to limit the ball distribution of Vitinha it was our game anymore. Sir and obey you sir to stop the runs of Tijani Reinders. Omoya no we Zoto City front line no. Say Obroku Tijani Reinders, Obroku Bernardo Silva. Their front line of Doku, Me sure so boss Kabob and Ellen Haaland as in the front three. With this front three, and looking at Tottenham back four, no, especially a battle between Christian Romero and Ellen Haaland. Say, stop put the movement of Haaland in your 18-yard, closer to your 18-yard box, inside your 18-yard box, closer to your 6-yard boxer. City and said the nya obi am to be guarantee omu goals. And then the game no mokobo na e sa ne Tijani Reinders game. Said the Thomas Frank the Vitinha sa no the be Tijani Reinders because one say City another source of scoring Tijani Reinders. And to stop Tijani Reinders, you need to find a player to or best stop on the runs, especially late runs closer to the opponent 18-yard box and as inside the 18-yard box. It me should game ni dia. How are two teams ne set up? The City team and the Tottenham Hotspur team no. Enye me nwanwa sebe ma boda ne. Yenwie o etiad na Tottenham ahye 3. Na City ahye 2. 3-2 for club friend say Tottenham Hotspur. Ewo ene game ni mo. And possibly Kudus might score his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Ewo ene game number bo ewo ye etiad no eho. Arsenal ne Leeds United game no kakra bi on the game. Say no man ntimi enwie eze 12 ne pa ho. Ntimi ntimi enwie no. Na se wontimi mo. Okay. Ne Leeds for nyame no mbeda na se. Ti Daniel Frank ne Falke ne ni team no. So to ohwo ne Everton team na it was a dominant performance from Leeds United.
Very good side.
But untimi most abo na boy against Everton against Arsenal. Teams so matimi containing Arsenal. Any good results against Arsenal no eyo mo motena chiri wo de be attack here na yeso ya hit on the breaks Arsenal problem Liverpool problem City problem Chelsea problem ano mu nyina wo last season but ye hu Chelsea amezoto after Crystal Palace okobo against West Ham ekon mo fa so handle West Ham there ekoye Liverpool bo against Bournemouth omo winning by 4-2 but na tokro wom ebi ne kwan a semenyo fa so ko share second goal no when Liverpool attack you now transition here quick na person punish Liverpool example ne semenyo de no de ko share second goal no Liverpool team stop so de no enti ye behwe Liverpool against Newcastle say Liverpool betimi find a way to break the Newcastle team down especially because Newcastle so masters of defending sitting deep hitting the opponent on the break yeba a Leeds United team na loto possible say number 3 back against Arsenal. I don't know be an attacking 3 back or a defensive 3 back. Attacking 3 back win for Arsenal. Defensive 3 back a last minute goal be and they be Arsenal beat me ashe. Eti eno so ye game a mezoto Arsenal should watch out for Wilfred Gonto, the Italian international. David James abeye key player in the Leeds United team. Omo mi enu mistoto omo speed and omo good decision making one strength of the Leeds United team. It's when they decide to sit deep and hit Arsenal on the breaks you benye a long game ewo Emirates but mo yo imagine some ko boy Everton game ni media e be ya mo be 30 minutes na Arsenal show mo 2 it is a game ni mistoto ma men ko 3-1 for club a friend say Arsenal ewo yes game ni Premier League ni dey am say it's same Kudus Gyökeres no. So far Arsenal ball the last 2 seasons. Se sana mo ball ne dey just Gyökeres mo sad ne co Sporting.
E be onu nti na ebereze aba.
Ti se no mo ball ne ma no.
Ebereze baba ma no.
Uhu se ogina ye a men selfish na bukai o the ball na ma no. It's possible because Mizoto the best place to score your first goal your home grounds. That will give the supporters confidence. It is possible Gyökeres even now he kwa game no Mizoto onu ne bebie goal na no. And ade ba kwa me hu ne se doto wan rekwa no be Arsenal benya penalty ama Gyökeres ko ahye e was a game a omne Leeds United ebebo Atletico Madrid ni Elche Atletico Madrid ko lose here in the La Liga first game omko boy against Espanyol and Espanyol show mu 2-1 nti Alvarez free kick a share no mzoto obi anka ho asem because he win Atletico Madrid lose game no Atletico bonne against Elche. Atletico had a lot of changes in their team. Defense, midfield, and attack. And there is a offer on back four. Likely some against Elche. we Marcos Llorente any Nomad who were there last season. David Hanko any Matteo Ruggeri a new players our joining Atletico Madrid. It's omo back for no 2 a new players. Omo me for Atletico Madrid ball in a 4-4-2 system. 4-4-2 system. Johnny Cardoso, Galara, Biena, and I'm to Guillermo Simeone. So for 4 years, Galara and Guillermo Simeone, Diego Simeone bano. Omna last season no more. Cardoso ni Biena and no more joining team no this season. It was 2 new additions. Then omo front 2. Alvarez there last season or no establishing holder in the Spanish La Liga. And omako for Thiago Almeida from Olympic Lyon. And they all compete with Antoine Griezmann. It was with team no. Oma ye changes kaka. Ebe take time and sana players na jelly. But one thing omo wanna say, because omo was strong bench, just imagine let's come at the Debo game. That means to omo here go. Na ebia Alvarez intimi from omo. Then Simeone tune ni her bencher. One player was specialized when he is coming in to give the team go. Ebeti amena winning game. Jean Combo Raspadori Amotone from Napoli. Eti Mizoto Atletico Madrid team need to take time by playing against IBT say Elche no. I think a good game for Atletico Madrid to get their first win El Metropolitano. Eti Atletico Madrid against Elche. Mizoto yonko 3-0 for Atletico Madrid. Barcelona ne Levante game no. Barcelona will win. Levante kwayo masaba. But this Barcelona team so we be best stop home and Levante. We best stop because Levante is playing against the best team in Spain, which is Barcelona. It's here no so Yanko Barcelona so 2-0 against club I friend say Levante. Kakabi in the Italian Serie A. But it's Nazake Napoli and Sassuolo game no. What is Sassuolo in the coach Fabio Grosso. Fabio Grosso, Italy star at the 2006 World Cup. On the year coach on the conform from Serie B or Domaba. There is something about this Sassuolo team, and you cannot take it away from them. Whether so Mobo Syria or Mobo Syria B. Yabo Napoli attack no. Osi yabo Politano, yabo Kevin De Bruyne, yabo McTominay, and they Lukaku Epra, Lorenzo Luca, and the Beko could replace Lukaku anymore. Omoto Luca from Udinese. O form a frontliner. Abranche ne friend said Domenico Baradino. The team Kessie be away Italy bia. Wataka be a war boss opposition na Baradi Bobiano. Baradi nini power channel. Odoma ko Syria bi do maba. We no sin chan. One player na Italians written it pa. Andrea Pinamonti. And then Amad Laurenti, the French international. Some players me say we no mo gina ni mo no ye mistake edibe ye. It's Napoli more underestimate Sassuolo team no. Yes, they are favorite. Especially adding an experienced Kevin De Bruyne. Syria, how tactical Syria here teams decide to sit back against bigger teams no. De Bruyne was our passes now. Obet me there be a defensive no. It's a game am to another. But 2-1 for Napoli. AC Milan ne Cremonense game nam to Ombebono. Luka Modric is likely will start in a game no. It looks possible say midfield 3 of Luka Modric, Fofana and then Loftus-Cheek. Then Pulisic and Jimenez ebe lead the attack no. Modric by with a lot of experience. Midoto adeba ko e Syria no accept players at that age and say Syria nye liga you boy with a lot of speed. And more tactical. It's when you get players are more intelligent, forget about their age. Omo ka De Bruyne, omo ka Luka Modric. Omo fanko to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This is a liga. Paolo Maldini retired now 41 years. The player of him now 39 years. And the player of him now 38 years. A slow tempo league, but very tactical. It's a best you to Luka Modric and Kevin De Bruyne. Okay. And then Luka Modric able lighting the 75,000 capacity San Siro Stadium when Milan able against Cremonese. Then Mas Allegri. Over coach is here was Ombebo Syria and he is the most experienced and the most successful. So the most experienced and the most successful coach is Ombebo Syria and
so expectations will be high.
Yes, and one advantage of Milan want to say clubs never compete for Syria title. Milan, any the only club only a European competition to play.
Okay.
one thing Napoli Antonio Conte nya advantage last season ahead of other clubs nti Milan ne Cremonense so 3-0 AC Milan yes the other games were so exciting Gasperini born the first game for AS Roma was Stadio Olimpico omo to take it nyina manasa omo ba against Bologna and so one game are very very difficult bia results are Roma supporters a chance and about because this is a coach who believe in a future project. It's also one game as two. So correct sa game na abotre ebia go both teams and possibly be over 2.5 that game Bologna and AS Roma so ebebono. Nyame adwada eba na Liverpool ne Newcastle game number 1 Monday no. Ochina dey say games number 1 Premier League. Ne baka go he Man U ne Fulham. Yeah, ready basic.
Okay.
But now says Zakito any aje. Echina game no. 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Yeah, Man U full 1-1.
You ready?